now we're going to make a face. I'm going to mark where I want to put her mouth. So I found the center for her nose using the open rows in between the eyes. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the fourth one will be your middle row. So count 1, 2, 3, and there's your fourth row. So in your fourth row, put your pin in so that you find exactly where the middle is of where your nose will be. All right, then working straight down, take your needle or your pin, just pull it down and go to the last row. There's the last row that I've done increasing. So just above that, in the middle of the eye, put your pin in. There. Same on this side. Draw a straight line down. Don't go with the grain of your stitch work. Just go straight line down in the same row and mark your stitch. So that will be the outside corners of your mouth. Okay, now take your yarn needle that you've threaded with the same color as the skin. Put it in somewhere at the back and come up where you've put your pin in. So just work it till you get there. Pull it through and leave a tail at the back. So I'm leaving, here you go, I'm leaving that, that amount of tail at the back. Okay, so I've worked that one. Take out your pin. Then in a diagonal line going inwards, put in your needle. Then mark where you've marked this pin. So you see there's your mark. Take a diagonal line into the inside opening and bring your stitch up, your needle up there. So there you will work. So you will form, so there's your diagonal stitch moving to the inside down, and this one then will go diagonally up to where you've worked. But don't pull it through. I'm going to show you. Take your needle now in that stitch and bring it up right next to the middle of the eye. Okay, so bring it up there. Okay, so I brought it up right next to the eye. Then put your needle again right next to the eye, but then twist it and bring it up in the middle, right next to the right side eye, the left side of the doll, but your right side. Bringing it up. So the stitch will go underneath the eye. So there you go. There's the stitch. And then do exactly the same this side and push it to the back, coming out of the same stitch that you've started working from, and pull it out. All right, so now you can tighten using both strings, tighten your stitching. Okay, so just work it till you've got the smile that you want and the eyes, a little bit of depth next to the eyes. Okay, well, she looks like she's frowning, so I'm just gonna loosen it a bit to this side. Okay, once you've got the look that you want, just make a knot at the back, turn her around and make a knot. So now again, putting your needle in where you've worked from or just next to it, it doesn't matter. Just bring it up in a stitch right next to the pin. Okay, you're going to work over 3 stitches. So that's your middle one, that's the second one, and that's the third one. So bring it up here, skipping So that's 1 row, 2 row, 3 rows. So just go in at the 3rd row and bring it back up. I just want to see. No, this one is too much to the left. Okay. Okay, so I'm going back and I'm coming up right next to the pin. Okay, then working over 2. So you've got 2 rows, not 3, working over 2 rows, so it's 3 holes. That's the hole in the middle that you've had your pin in. Then the one left and right of it you're going to work through. Okay, so just work about 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you have a nose. All right, so just work this back, and you can again take it out at the back. This is gonna, all of this will be covered by a hair, so it doesn't matter if it's a bit rough. You're gonna work it, you won't be able to see it after you've done a hair. All right, so then just make a knot. And you're gonna work away. I'm just gonna cut it. And then just take your yarn needle and work this back into her head so that it's out of the way. Okay, so just clean up the doll. I'm just going to work it away, cut it so that all the loose ends are worked away. And then we'll move on. Yes, I'm happy with her face. Then we're going to move on and start with her hair. All right, I'll meet up with you when we start with her hair. Okay. All right, for her hair, we're going to make a normal magic circle. And you're going to start with 6 single crochet in the magic circle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you've done 6 single crochet, then close your circle. Okay, close your circle. Now again, working in each of your single crochet, you're going to do an increased round, so it will be 2 single crochet in each of your previous round stitches. Get into that stitch. All right, so oh my, there you go. 1, and remember to put in a stitch marker. So 2 single crochet in each of the stitches. So at the end of the round you will have 12 single crochets, and I'll meet up with you at the end of this round. Then we'll do our next round of increases. Right. Okay, so just keep on working until you have 12 stitches. Okay, so when you're done with your increase round, you will have 12 stitches. So now you're just going to do 8 increase rounds. Each one of them increase 1 single crochet by 1. So start with 1 increase, then 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet. That will be your sequence to begin with. And then the next round will be 1 increase, 2 single crochet, then 1 increase, 3 single crochet, then 1 increase, 4, till you get to 1 increase, 8 single crochet. At the end of that round you will have 60 stitches, and then from there we will move ahead. I will pick up with you there. Okay, so at the end of the round you will have 60 stitches of all your increase rows. So that would be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 rows. So from row 10 you're just going to work 1 single crochet in each stitch. So continue working row 10 till row 19. 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. And I'll meet up with you at the end of the 19th row. So just continue working row 10 to 19, 1 single crochet in each stitch. Okay, so I've slip stitched. Now chain 12, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 1 2 in the third one, 1 2 third one, do a half double crochet, and then working back, work 1 half double crochet in each of the stitches. So you will have 10 half double crochets once you get back at the top. Then I'll meet up with you. Okay, so once I get back to the top, turn your work so that you're going to work in the back. You're going to work back now. So skip the first one, and in the second one, working, I just want to make sure. Yeah, slip stitch, but to the back loop. Okay, so there's your V. There's the V of your stitch. If you look at it from the top, you will see the V. So the one closest to you is the front loop, the one furthest from you is the back loop. So skip 1 stitch, and then working in the back loop, take 1 slip stitch. All right, so the first one you did, you will have 10 half double crochets. So the next one, chain 10, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and now from 1 2 from the third stitch, work half double crochet till you get 3 half double crochets. Keep working till you have 8 half double crochets, then slip stitch to the back loop. All right, so you've done 10, 8, now skip 1, and again in the back loop, slip stitch, and now chain 8, 1 2 3 4 6 7 8, half double crochet, 6. So work upwards till you get 6. 1 2 half. Okay, again from the third, 1 2 in the third one. So then make 5 fringe pieces. So we were doing the fringe now, so work 5 then in with 6 half double crochets. So we've got a 10, a 8. Now we're going to do 5 with 6, then we're going to do one more 8 and one more 10, and then we'll do the long strings. So remember, when you skip one and then work in the back loop only your slip stitch before you start your chains. Okay, so we've done 5. You've made 5 now. So there's your the longest one, then a little bit shorter, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short ones, then again one with 10 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chains. Work half double crochet, 1, 2, so work 8 half double crochet, and then next to it another one with 12 chains, and I'll meet up with you at the end of the 12 chain one. Okay, so I've done the last one. So in total you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strings. So now we're going to start working on the longest strings. So skip one, in the back loop slip stitch. Now you're going to chain 32. So chain 32 and work half double crochet exactly like you've done here. So it's a 32 chain, half double crochet back up, skip one, slip stitch to the back loop and work in the round. So continue till you get to the last one, and I'll meet up with you once you get back to where we started from. Okay. All right, so I've done my last long string of the round. There you go, this is the last one. So now you're going to skip a stitch, and in this stitches that you've previously worked. So this string we've done, the first one, at the back, slip stitch to the open loop. So you've worked in the one loop, now you're going to work in the, you've worked in the back loop, now you're going to work in the front loop. So now again we're going to do exactly like we've done the previous round. It's going to be a second round exactly the same. So start by chaining 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, working from the third stitch, 1, 2, 3, work 10 half double crochet. Okay, so you're going to do one with 10 half double crochet, one with 8 half double crochet, 5 with 6 half double crochet, again one with 8 half double crochet, and again one with 10 half double crochet. So the fringe is going to be exactly the same as the previous round's fringe. You're just going to work it now in the open front loop that's open. So once you've done that, I'll meet up with you, and then we're just going to do another round of long strings to finish your hair. So there's going to be double rows of long strings and double rows of fringe. Okay, so just keep on working the short ones for the fringe, and I'll meet up with you at the end of the, let's just finish this one so I can show you where to start your next stitch from. Okay, just going to finish this. Okay, 10 half double crochet. Now again you're going to skip a stitch and slip stitch to that loop. It doesn't need to be precisely behind, it doesn't matter, it's just a fringe, so it's not, it doesn't have to be perfect. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one you're going to work 1, 2 in the third, 1, 2 in the third one. You're going to work 8 half double crochet. Okay, so do 1, 8 half double crochet, and then you're going to work 5, 6 half double crochets. Okay, so it's 1, 10, 1, 8, 5, 6, 1, 8, 1, 10 half double crochet string, and I'll meet up with you at the end of that sequence. Okay, so I've worked the last one, that is 10 half double crochets. So again skip one and slip stitch, and now chain 32 and work 30 half double crochets again in the round. So you're going to make another row of long strings for her hair, and I'll meet up with you once you're done and we can finish it off there. Okay. All right, so I've done the last string. So I've made a double round of strings and a double round of fringe. So just find an open loop or an open stitch, basically just to secure it to the top with a slip stitch. All right, and then you can end off your work, but leave a long tail. So I'm going to cut a long tail because you're going to use this yarn to fasten the hair to her head. All right, so I've pulled it through. Okay, so I've pulled it through. I'm leaving a long tail. I'm going to cut the yarn. Okay. So take your doll and fit her hair. I'm just going to zoom out a bit. So fit her hair nicely to her head. Basically at the back of her neck, it's going to be at the bottom. So at the bottom, and then pull it forward and make sure it fits nice and even. Okay, and take your yarn, thread it through the needle, okay, and now you're just going to secure the hair to her head. So I'm just going to take it so that it's at the top, the yarn, and you can work stitches through. So you're taking it through, basically through the head yarn part as well as the hair, so that you can make sure it's nice and tightly secured. So I skip about 2 rows, pick up 2 rows at the bottom and bring it up 2 rows later. So you can just keep working in the round. Just pull it tight so that you don't make any bubbles. Okay, so again, skip 2 rows, pick up 2 rows and work it. Okay, so you can just keep on doing that, and I'll meet up with you once we secure the hair to her head. Okay. All right, so I've fastened it. It's nice and secure to her head. And everything is fine. So I'm just going to end off the work. End off your yarn. And that's it. So now her hair is done. So let's just make her cheeks. Okay, so I'm taking a bit of rouge and then just make nice and rosy cheeks for her. If they're too dark, you can just use a wet cloth and wipe them off, and if they become lighter, you can always make them darker again. Okay, and there you go. So her face is done, her hair is done, everything is done. So now we're going to do her clothing, starting with her sun hat and then her dress. So you can follow my next video to see how we do that. Okay, thanks for watching.